This looks like it's going to start getting wet fast. Okay, the rain broke up a little bit, but we've got another cell forming behind it, and I'm hoping we can get to the signal before that starts dropping on it. Well, I see the signal on flash up there. Looks like we got some other activity going on there as well. Ooh, great. All right, let's get out and see what I can find. All right. Oh man, mud everywhere. Okay, starting to rain some more. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Look at all that lit up there. Let's see here. Requires programming. That doesn't look good. This thing keeps resetting. The conflict monitor is all lit up. Okay, and and all these are out as well. Okay, and it's starting to storm like crazy. I'm going back. Guess I'll go ahead and get some gas while I wait this storm out. Getting back. Also see a signal out there, but I see a clearing over there, so hopefully this breaks soon. Well, if I thought it was muddy before, it really is now. All right, we're returning back. We're gonna see what we can figure out this time around. Actually, I'm gonna start by just turning off these, and then we're going to bring them back on. Let's see what happens here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, where do we start? We'll start by putting this in flash. All right. Dropped out of that. Let's go back to, let's see here. If I put this in normal operation, that's going to kick the mercury relay or the solid state relay on. I bet you that needs replaced. Or could it be up there? We have a special circuitry up here that has a restart, and you can remotely log in and do a reset on a few things. I wonder if this is causing the problem. You know what? I'm just gonna start with the controller. All right, I got that back in. This felt very warm. Very warm. All right, I don't know if that's the fix, but let's see if I turn this on, it does anything. CVM. Okay. Okay, looks like the conflict monitor released its fault. Our low switches are not all lit up anymore. Let me program this thing up and see what we can get going. I was going to grab my database to figure out what the timing is, because that thing is fried. I can't get any timing out of that, but my database has the timing. But just for a quick check, I'm just going to initialize the phases being used here, and we'll just give it a quick test. So looks like we're gonna use phase 1 and phase 2. So those are gonna be used. 3 is not being used, so we're gonna 0 that out. 4, 5, and 6 are used. 7 is not used, and 8 is used. So we'll go over here and knock out 7. And that's really all we need to do this initial test. Okay, that's that. Conflict monitor's loosened up. All right, well, let's just give her a whirl here, see what happens. Take her out of flash. All right, what's our problem here? I have a conflict on pretty much every load switch. All right, so let's replace the conflict monitor next, because it could have done something during this as well. I mean, it could have taken a hit as well. So let's replace that just to see if that's not the problem. Good. So I think we can go ahead and give this a try now and see what happens. Let's go ahead and that's in flash. We're going to reset it. And let's try to bring it out of flash. Still got problems. Yeah, it's still so dark over there and sunny over here. All right, so looks like it wasn't the conflict monitor, and I've got everything still on. I'm gonna bet that this one's the culprit. There is a power bus relay, and I bet you that's the problem. That's my next place I'm looking at. Start by cutting away these zip ties here, and yes, I know this is 110 volts under this, so I have to be careful. There we go. That way we can relax this and be able to work on it. The main thing you gotta do is just take these screws off here, this one and then one on the other side, and this whole thing, I'm sorry, down there, and then this thing comes free. Okay, I got the new one in. We're in flash. Let's go ahead and turn this back on and see what happens. Okay. Okay. And here we go. Normal. Damn it. Still not. Okay. I'm wondering if the low switches are bad. Let's see here. Trying to do a reset. Yeah. Well, I guess I could try swapping. Right now it's showing 2, 4, and 8. So let's try swapping 2. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that a little more. I got a conflict on 2, 4, and 8. 4 and 8 are fine to work together because they're side street. 2, I'm showing red and green up. I should have caught that. So let's swap out phase 2 load switch. In fact, while I'm here for fun, let's just go ahead and swap and see if it moves to another position. Let's do 6 and 2 and see what happens here. So we're gonna move six into the 2 position. If I can get it in there. And then we're gonna move 2 over here. And we're just gonna see if that problem moves. And it sure does. Look, now it's on 6. So we know we got a bad load switch, so let me go get a new one. All right, back with my new load switch. Let's take out 6. Throw that to the side. Let's put, oh shoot, new load switch in there. And let's see if it's safe to do so. You just got one car coming over here. Everything else is fine. And let them sit down so you can see what's going on here. And a vehicle there and a vehicle there. Let's just put this in the flash. Reset it. Let it count down. All right, good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. See what happens here. Holy cow. Nope. All right, so we got something else. Now we've got 4 and 8 with the yellow and green sticking on. I bet I've got 2 bad load switches there. Let me replace those. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now 4 thrown away. 8 thrown away. Let's put the new ones in their spots. Number 8. All right. 4 and 8 are in there now. That's good enough. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay. Hey, we're running. Okay. We got left arrows. And that yellow's out. We got a lot of indications out here. All right, now what? Phase 2. Huh, the original one that I thought was good, that I moved from 6 to 2, I thought was good. That one's bad. Let me go get a load switch for that one. All right, back again. Let's pull 2 out and put this one in. All right, once more, let's go ahead and reset this. All right, good deal. Dang, we got indications out all over the place here. Let's walk around and see how many are out. All right, we got a yellow arrow out up on that 5-section head, and a red out there. We've got 2 greens out up there. Got a red out on this closest 3-section head here. This direction, we had a green out up there. Yellows are all working. That red is out up there on that one. Got a green out up there on that head. Okay, this direction we got, let's see, we got a red out over there. All right, now we got a green out over there, up on that 3-section head, and that one over there. Well, I might have to run back for the power supplies at the shop because I appear to be out. I must use the last one. Okay, we are back again. I had to run back to the shop and get my power supplies for the detector rack. It got dark here fast. But let's see if this is going to solve our problem. New beefier power supply here. Let's stick that in there and see what happens. Yeah, come on. Okay. How do those look? All right. Let's go over here to this one. Pull that one out. Let's put that one in there. that. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and remove the recalls off of that. Phase data, vehicle data, recalls. Well, let's just keep the main line recall because that's where our heaviest volume is. Zero out everything else and let it be controlled by actual vehicles being present. Okay. Now I just need to put some timing in here, some driver friendly timing, and we can wrap this up. All right, there we go. Timing's in place. And other than having our guys come out tomorrow and get these indications replaced out here that are all dark, this signal's back up and going again, and I am calling it a night. Hope you guys learned something. We'll see you guys next week.